Boy, all the gadgets. All right, there I am. Good morning, good morning. We're live from the Philippines. High atop the 7th floor of the MIT building. That's floor 7 to be exact. Dan's got his coffee, pushed all the buttons, pulled the levers. We're ready to go. Thank you, everyone, for sharing it out. I really appreciate that. Let me see. I got my remote going. Hey, that's pretty cool. That works good. I come up with all kinds of gadgets and things to make everything work. I'm like some kind of a radio engineer guy or something here. That's pretty fun. Oh, welcome everybody. Like I said, I want to thank you for sharing it out. Man, we had so much fun last night or yesterday on Pacquiao Mertz's giveaway. 5-year wedding anniversary. 5 wonderful, blissful years. Yay! How painful. Thank you, Anime. Thank you, Anime, for sharing it out on Facebook and all the others. Ben Caruso shared it out. Zenzel is here, and Rider Adventure is here. Anna Mae Reyes Mengay, Mawelma, the big winner yesterday, the big winner on Pacquiao Mertz's channel. I could not believe it. I was shocked, but there's a reason. There's a reason why she won, you know. We got two else's here. I saw Edward D. Beck, Crystal's Adventure, which means the better half or the bitter half. The bitter half mark can't be far behind. Curly Senna is here. Welcome, Curly Senna. And then where else was I yesterday? Oh, yeah. This morning I was in Melanie. Melanie Calapayan is here. I was in her live. Maybe she's still alive. I'm not sure. Mel, you still alive? And we had, Charmaine is here. Thank you, Charmaine, for your time. Annie MC, J. Lynn, Rider Adventure, all here to enter in the big contest. We have 200 kind of late.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
Pretty good so far.
Pretty good so far. Okay,
Yeah.
let me crank up
At
my.
least I'm on the right day.
I can't hear you though, so I'm just wondering.
No,
All right, let me see if
At
it's me.
least I'm on the right day.
Let me see what's going on because I can barely hear you. Ow! Ow! Half my equipment just got dumped off the table here.
Don't break it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was it. So I had to. I know what I did now. I was running the.
Hey, Mel.
My speaker is running through the TV set, and I had lowered it to fade out the sound, and then I didn't bring it back up. And so I ended up. I know I do crazy things. I ended up unplugging the HMDI cord. Let's see. We got the Mac Daddy himself, Edward D. Beck,
Hey,
is
Ed.
in the house.
Hey, gang.
What's up?
Oh, having a fun day.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, Crystals. How are you?
I hear someone's phone ringing in the background. That might be Ma'am Minnie. Um,
And
let's
hey, Mel.
see.
How are you?
Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole.
NEMC. Nicole.
Yeah. The gang's all here.
Alfie.
Yeah, we
Pretty
got what?
much.
I think we have two more. I think we have two more live streams to go for the big money, right? The big money spin,
Yeah.
which is going to be on Wednesday. So we have what do we have? We have today, and we have
Sunday.
Monday, Sunday.
Oh, you
No,
do Sunday,
Monday.
right?
I
Well,
do
Monday
Sunday
for
with
you.
yeah,
Sunday for
Monday,
us. Yeah.
Sunday night for you guys. Yeah.
Right.
What day and time is it for you there?
Friday evening.
Yes.
Friday evening.
Yeah.
And how many hours are you ahead of? Let's see, Edward. You're
It's
you're 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 almost as far east as you can go, right?
I'm Eastern Standard Time. It's 8:05. Leonard, I believe, is an hour earlier. He should be 7:05.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in Central.
And here in the Philippines, Cebu, Lahug, Philippines, it is 8:05 a.m.
Yep.
So
Yeah. I'm just getting done dinner.
ah. Oh, speaking of dinner, yeah, before we get started talking about transportation, what's going on in that scene? We went over to. Have you guys heard of the night food
Jalen, how are you? The
the
which?
night food market that's over at IT Park in Cebu? Do you guys have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. It ain't Thailand, baby. Philippines ain't Thailand. That's one
No.
of the interesting things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's how would I describe the food market at IT Park Cebu? I would say that it's how to prepare chicken and pork 1,000 different ways. That's a fair assessment. But hey, here's the thing. I went to one stand and it was called the LA Taco Truck, and I said, hey, I went up to him, I said, now you're talking to a guy born and raised in LA. And so if I have a taco, and I'm Mexican, I said, if I have a taco, is it going to meet up to my expectations? And then they said to me, hey, Dan, they said, hey, first the gal on the other side of the corner said, you're that guy on TV. I said, yeah, and I'm here to test out the tacos, right? And so if it turns out to be a bust, you're going to know about it. So the main problem with doing tacos in the Philippines, you can do street tacos, all right. It's very, very difficult to find corn tortillas. So everything is put on a flour tortilla, which has a little bit different. It plays out the flavors a little bit differently if you're using
Right.
flour or corn
Yeah.
tortilla. Yeah, so they're using those frozen, thawed out tortillas that I buy from the Metro Mart. I recognize them. I also recognize the flavor, and those tortillas come from Manila. Now, so what I ordered was I ordered up some tacos, 2 tacos, pork, and I had them. Spice it up a little bit for me, and I think that they hit pretty close to home. The
Oh, that's good.
cilantro helps a lot, right? But one of the things I was disappointed in is you need to use 2 tortillas per taco when you're doing street tacos, because the first layer is going to fall out before you finish eating the taco. So it's a soft
Oh, yeah.
taco. It's not a
Yeah.
hard
The
shell
tortilla is
taco.
going to break.
The tortilla is going to break every time, right?
Yep.
Or I'm okay with it breaking if they want to cheap out on not giving you a second tortilla,
Yeah.
but they should at least give you a fork so that you can scoop it up,
Right.
right? But they didn't. So, I mean, that's the only downfall. The salsa that they served with it was okay. It was okay. It was better than I've had so far in the Philippines when they make salsa, traditional style salsa. So I was happy. I would say that I think the taco ended up being a 7 out of 10, which ain't bad for the Philippines.
Yeah.
But I noticed later that they have all kind of different choices of things that you can get. You can get like they sell nachos there. They sell tostadas there. They sell a whole bunch of different stuff there. And so I'm going to try each time we go back there. I'm going to give a different menu item a little bit of a try, just to be fair. And I'll come back to report back. So anyway, there's this one guy. Why am I bringing up this food thing? Because the taco, it was called, I'm going to do a video on it. It was called LA Taco Truck. Well, who better to judge a taco than the guy from LA who's Mexican and he knows tacos, right? So anyway, I can't be too critical because it's very difficult to find tasty Mexican food here in the Philippines. I think Cess Travel Vlogs has said that she has run into a place or two that's half decent, but she knows what I'm talking about. It's very, very difficult.
I like fish tacos.
Well, we had some. There's a place, I can't think of the name of it. It's in the terraces at Ayala Mall, and they had, what caught my attention initially was not necessarily the fish tacos, which were 2 for 99 pesos, but which is a lot cheaper than what I paid last night. And the fish tacos were done right. They were, as a matter of fact, now that you brought it up, they served a very tasty taco in comparison.
As long as
So
it's not dried fish. Oh God.
but the sauce was disgusting. The sauce was no good. So I couldn't do the sauce, but they did the taco just fine. And what caught my attention initially from the terraces in that little taco place was the 49 peso beer. They had San Miguel. All domestic beers there were 49 pesos. Anyway, we went up there, man, Minnie and I, and we enjoyed. We didn't sit there all day drinking beer without ordering food. That's one thing that I don't do. I normally will only drink the beer with the meal. And so that's what happened last night also. But anyway, yeah. So there's this guy from Thailand who comes to the Philippines. He visits the Philippines because of the friendly people. And so, but he's commented a couple times on his channel about the food, saying that it lacks a variety, and there's no reason why it should lack the variety because they can grow just about anything here in the Philippines. They've got the right soil to grow just about anything, but yet, the menu items are all about, pig and chicken, especially baboy, lechon. And so man, Minnie last night, she had the baboy, she had the baboy lechon. And I've seen her just dive in like there's no tomorrow into that pork. I'm telling you.
How come they don't do American style barbecue?
Yeah, I'm not sure American style barbecue would go over so well here in the Philippines because a couple of people have tried it in the past. I've noticed in Manila, in the Mall of Asia, a couple of folks have tried it and hasn't gone over so well. They always have to revert back to traditional Filipino menu items. I'm not sure why that is. And rice is nice and rice is life, and you'll go absolutely nowhere without having a very fragrant white rice on the menu. So there we are. But that guy who's critical of Filipino food, I kind of understand where he's coming from. But of course, I love pork products. I love chicken. So what are you going to do? I can't critique it that way. Of course, I've been to Thailand. Man, Minnie and I have been there, and the food is absolutely spectacular. What can you say? There's no comparison. There's no comparison between the food whatsoever. Yeah. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So today, 5K pesos in May. That's what we're working with here, right? The big spin is going to be on the live stream on Wednesday. And Black Hill Mertz is handling all the paperwork. Of course, yesterday was her 5-year wedding anniversary, so she's probably sleeping in a little late, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
I imagine.
She did a 6-hour live stream yesterday. 6 hours. Can you believe that?
Hey,
6 hours.
yeah. Yeah,
Holy
Larry used to do them.
That's absolutely crazy. Okay. So taxis and transportation in the Philippines. So when Ma'am Minnie and I first got here, we were both a little bit apprehensive about using the jeepneys to go everywhere. Because why? I think it's because you have to first, when you initially get here, you have to ask a lot of questions about, where does this one go? Where does it pick up? Where does that one go? And you have to get in the rhythm of things. It takes a while to get into the rhythm of things, to get used to being comfortable. Hey, hey, bud, where does this thing take you? I'm trying to get over to IT Park. So we've been taking taxis everywhere, and the taxi budget. Now, taxis are so reasonably priced. You two probably know. By the way, where is Larry Lee?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Well, anyway, so a flag drop on the taxi ride is about 40 pesos, and it's going up to 45 pesos. So at 50 to 1, which right now I think the rate is hitting close to 56 to 1 again. You're talking about less than 90 cents or 85 cents for a flag drop. And then to get where you're going, I think it's 13 and a half here in Cebu. It might be different in Manila, but we're paying about 13 and a half or 14 cents per kilometer plus waiting time. So if you're in heavy traffic, that meter's going to be clicking. Taxis don't work the same way here in Cebu as they do in Manila. They just don't. In Manila, they like to flat rate you. And here in Cebu, they always will use the meter without you. Most of the time, you don't have to ask. Only once since we've been here have we had to say, "Hey, can you flip the flag down on the meter?" And he said, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to do that." And so they're on the meter. So I love Cebu for that. But we started going over the May budget. There he is.
Hey, Larry.
Hey,
There's
everyone.
Mr. Man in the house.
I took a nap earlier, and then I went for a walk and lost track of time.
It's okay. It's okay to be late.
Well,
we won't
at least
hammer you
I can't
too
be late
hard.
tomorrow, though. That's
No, because that's your show tomorrow. So anyway, we started looking at the budget, and good Lord, we're at like somewhere around $125 a month just in taxi fare, which if you were in LA or New York or something like that, you're not going to get away with $125, not even for a single taxi ride going from Fort Lee to Manhattan. There's no way, it's going to cost you money. So, I mean, people would look at that and they just laugh. $125 for taxis? Come on, Dan. Hey, Beth Beltran is here. Thank you for giving me a like. Thank you for sharing it out, everybody. I really appreciate you. I love you when you share out. So anyway, 125 for the convenience of being able, and we got like I said, we got the taxi stand is just right downstairs and over to the left, just the left side of Jollibee. And so, I mean, we go down there. All we have to do is just wave, or the taxi is already parked there waiting for somebody. And then we could just go to IT Park or Ayala Central Block or Ayala Center, wherever we want to go. Everything's named Ayala here, by the way. So anyway, Ayala's one of my supervisors when I worked for the county of Sacramento. Her last name was Ayala from Cuba, and she used to say that it's Cuban women that are the most beautiful women in the world. And I used to go, I don't know. How do you go there and find out? Take a tour, Dan. She used to tell me, take a tour. I got no inspiration to go to Cuba. Anyway, where was I? Oh, okay. So $125, and then I was telling Man Minnie, that we bet, that's a lot of dough. I mean, you could have a lot of fun on $125.
Yeah.
That's a lot of San Miguel lights on $125 a month, if you know what I mean.
Hi, Larice. How are you?
Larice, the Philippines' most eligible bachelorette and a mighty fine person. And we'll be meeting up with Larice. I think, Larice, aren't we scheduled for like June 6th? Mammy and I arrive on the 3rd, and we're meeting some friends there. Oh, shoot. I know I'm all over the place, but I just had another thought. And that is that we have Mike, Hey Joe, Buena Vista Dreaming that we're supposed to hook up with today, but things are a little bit touch and go because of the storm. The storm is heading straight for Manila right now. Now it's going to, I believe it's going to the north, but you can never tell with these typhoons where they're going to end up. And I believe he was flying out, heading back to San Francisco. Jack, what's up? Jack, thanks for doing those simulcasts.
Did the typhoon just hit Guam a couple days ago?
Yeah, it's in Guam, and then it's rolling towards the Philippines at about, I don't know, 13 or 14 miles per hour. But I think it's going.
Okay. I initially heard it was going to go east, so it would go to China. Or no, I mean Taiwan.
It's heading to the north. To the north. I guess it's heading to the northeast. So anyway, it does look like, but I think it already has entered into the Philippines area or territory of responsibility. So I believe it's offshore in northern Luzon, but I don't think Manila. It's a little bit to the north. It's a little bit north, heading for the island of Luzon. So I don't know if that means Isabela. I don't know if that means Baguio. I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you this.
Yeah, it might be La Union.
It might be. It might. Well, I think it's further north than that, but it could be La Union. But I'll tell you this. Tell you what I'm thinking. It doesn't really matter because it's disrupting. It's going to disrupt air travel if you're trying to head back to the States because the planes are flying. Let me see. The planes are flying to the east, right? They're going into the storm on their way to California, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're going that way into the storm. And so that would disrupt folks that are headed that way or headed into Taiwan on the green plane, or any Taiwan-based airline. Jack, what do you think about that? Where's the storm? Do you have your storm tracker up?
I don't have it, but the last time I seen it was heading towards Taiwan.
It has rained here a couple of times, and you can see the ocean out there is a little bit rough, but I'm not sure that's from the typhoon. I'm not sure at all where that's coming from. So we have it's hard to say. We got some very, very cool weather, and we're overcast today. I'm looking out the window here, and I could see everybody just enjoying life. They love this weather, I got to tell you. Absolutely love it.
Especially the kids.
Yeah.
Out in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, you can go out there now, and it's just like very cool, overcast, beautiful weather. But yeah, you're fine wearing t-shirt like I am today, and light clothing, and no problem. All right, so back to this taxi subject. So you understand where I'm coming from about the 125. So $125 per month in taxi fare, and we're paying $300 all in. That's what we paid last month for electric bill, internet, water, the whole kit and caboodle, lock, stock, and barrel here in Cebu was $300 a month. Larry Lee, can you live on $300 a month? Can you live okay here in the Philippines on that kind of rent and electric bill and everything?
$300, yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do
I'm
that
gonna say
too.
$300 a month ain't no way, Jose.
Oh,
Yeah.
not here.
So I think I mentioned this before, that Minnie and I, we're running both households on about 1,600 American dollars per month. Well, how much is that in Filipino money? How much is that in pesos? Irene and Irish is here.
It's about 78,000 or so, ain't it?
Lauren Director is here. It's how much? How much is that in pesos?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm way off.
Well, anyway, that's a reasonable budget. Would you say that, Jack, that's a reasonable budget?
That's 89,424 pesos.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, how you doing?
I do $300 in like 2 weeks, but I don't leave the house.
And that, including that budget, is having as much fun as two people are allowed to have or can pack into a day. So I
think that complaining about the taxi expense though is kind of you got to look at level of service, and you're not considering that.
Yeah, but I was just getting to that. So when you factor that in, of course, I love being chauffeured around, but it's almost turning out to be like 10% of your monthly budget. And I'm thinking Filipino now. See, that's the other thing. I start thinking Filipino. I'm not really thinking. I'm thinking in dollars, but I'm thinking more in pesos than I am in dollars. So I start looking at the pesos. And I go, damn, that's a lot of money. Most people, they don't even make that in a month in the Philippines. What I'm spending on taxi rides. So I guess that is the dilemma. I guess that is the question. But as an experiment, midweek, Minnie and I switched over and we started taking the Jeeps, the Jeepneys. And of course, they're 12 pesos per person. I get no senior discount, even though I'm senior. I have no idea. They always want to see the senior discount ID, which I don't have. I don't even know what that is. Sometimes they get
one.
Yeah, sometimes they give it to me, the discount, and sometimes they don't. And if they're in a bad mood, I get nothing.
Yeah.
So it's 12 pesos per ride. But what's interesting, if you go, Jack,
it's just like having your AARP card here in the States.
Yeah, if you go,
I use it, man.
All right, I guess so. Next time I'm in the States, I'll make sure I apply.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like $12 a year or something. It's not very expensive.
And
you get good discounts on restaurants and lots of other stuff.
Let's see, where were we? Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So now it's 12 units or 12 pesos per jeepney ride. And I think the hobble, if we're getting on one of them motorcycles, are going to run. How much are the hobbles, hon? How much did the guy want when he wanted to take us to? Is it 9 or 8? What's it?
I think
7?
It's the same price. Oh, it's lower a little bit.
It's lower a little bit, but they get you there faster. But you take your life into your own hands, right?
You have the
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you take your life. So I don't get on those hobbles, and I'm terrified. Oh, by the way, I just would like to say something. I hope no one's offended when I say this. But you see, how should I say this? Filipinos are growing, but the jeepneys are staying exactly the same size. So as Filipinos become a little bit more wide-bodied, more looking like me a little bit more, the jeepneys are not expanding in order to meet that need. And so I noticed that so a lot of people, so that's the traditional jeepney. However, they have these air-conditioned buses here, which we took the other day to IT Park, they're all set up. They're wide-body buses. They're wide-bodied, and I noticed that a lot of wide bodies they wait for the air-conditioned bus. So in other words, yeah, you can stand up, and then I tried to the other day, and the guy said, "Hey, It's safer if you sit down. What are you doing standing up anyway? That was on
That
one of those.
you insulted me.
And I told him, I said, well, I got a little bit of a stomach problem, and I'm afraid that I'll let loose with a gas bomb, and that'll end up emptying out your bus. Oh, stand, sir. Stand, sir. Please stand. And I'll be over here if you need me. And he moved way up in front of the bus. That was the that was the guy running the money on the bus. What do they call those guys? Conductor running the money on the bus? Yeah, the conductor.
It could be.
Well, anyway, yeah, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. I think Larry Lee has mentioned this before, you know. He's probably not going to be a fan of getting up and down one of those Jeepneys, but it's almost too irresistible because we just cross the street here. We go downstairs, cross the street, and then there's always a Jeepney waiting there to take us over to Ayala Mall, which is where everybody hangs out. I'm sorry. It's where all the expats and the girls looking for
an expat
hang out. Anyway, I feel very, very comfortable in that environment. Jack, do you know what I'm talking about here?
Oh, yeah. Robinson.
Now you mentioned the Jeepney.
Oh,
yeah.
Jack, aren't you single now? Jack, aren't you single?
Jack's single now, aren't you?
He's upstairs laying in bed.
Not anymore.
Like I said, I'd have to take the Jeepney at least once, Dan.
I thought you were available, Jack. I've been telling all my girlfriends that you're available.
Nope. I'm taken.
That might be a good thing.
All right. Well, anyway, I do apologize.
I'm
about
single but
making
not
that work.
available. How's that?
Yeah. Single and unavailable. All right. So, by the way, I've been taking pictures of all these beautiful single Filipinas. I go up to them, I say, hey, are you single, ready to mingle? And they'll say, as a matter of fact, I am. And then I take their picture and I do nothing with it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do because you can't advertise for these girls on Facebook or something that they're looking for a man. Because if you do, you're going to end up getting in trouble. Someone told me you can get in big trouble if you do that.
Yeah, if you have to use a dating service, it's illegal.
Yeah, someone said they'll kick you out of the country. They'll deport you and put you on some kind of a
doing matchmaking is
human trafficking blacklist or something like that. So
yeah,
I got all these. I got at least 100 pictures of beautiful. Oh, and by the way, and since I run into them all the time, they'll say, "Get any hits on? Get any hits? Get any hits?" They're waiting for me to get some man for them. I can't do it. It's illegal. I can't do it. You know.
Pretty Musia.
I gotta stop going around doing that. And besides that, it's irritating, man. Minnie, she doesn't.
I guess it is.
He doesn't like me doing that.
Well, I've heard that Filipinos are very jealous.
Oh,
you're
let me tell
pushing
you.
your luck there, buddy.
Yeah, let me tell you. You got to go over there. You got to go over there with your. When you go over to the Philippines, you got to be wearing your extra dark Ray-Bans when you're walking around, bro. I mean, people will look at you and they'll say, "Who you trying to be, Stevie Wonder?" They'll be like, "Who are you trying to be?"
my God! She'll show me a picture on her phone and like, "Is this girl beautiful?" I'm like, I just look away.
You'll be like, "Is that a trick question?"
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my God, we're having so much fun already. All right, the taxi. Back to taxi. So now, Edward D. Beck, you said that it's ridiculous, right? Were you implying that it's ridiculous? I'd be concerned about it. Is that what you were about ready to say?
Well, I just think when you look at level of service, you're riding in an air-conditioned car. You have a driver who's attentive to your needs. You know, it's a Jeepney. You're on your own, and you're riding around with like in open air with a bunch of farting Filipinos.
Yeah,
more likely fart next
level of service.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can't stare. It's not culturally accepted for you to stare when you're on a Jeep. And so here's Dan, knowing this. For example, I have seen this before. For example, right? I've seen a woman, a young lady. I would say she was about 21, 22 years old. The most beautiful. One of the most beautiful Filipinas, I think, that with long, very long, beautiful long hair down to her ass crack. And so she's staring at me. She's staring at me with her. How did I know it was down to her ass crack? Is that what you said, Jack?
Yeah.
I looked. Well, anyway, and she has a little baby. She has a little infant. I don't know how old, but looked like a newborn, right? And she just hikes up her thing, and she whips out one of the most beautiful breasts that I've ever seen. And she is, yeah, I got to tell you something. You're not.
And you told her you wanted some.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be staring at things like that when they happen on the Jeep. You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to do that here either.
Down, look away, look away, look away. And I was like this. I was like this. And she was looking straight at me. Oh, what do you think? You like this?
Peeping like Dan.
Yeah.
Crystal said Peeping Dan.
And Ma'am Minnie, she was like looking at me like,
you better put those eyeballs back in your head, boy.
For a moment there, I thought Ma'am Minnie was going to whip out her.
You're always hungry.
Butterfly.
Nice. My wife.
You're always hungry, ladies. That's what you want.
She's saying you're always hungry. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh well. What are you gonna do anyway?
Yeah.
Try to keep yourself out of trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason I suppose, Edward D. Beck, that I should be staying off or out of the Jeeps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That or get yourself a
pair
of prescription
that or
very dark.
Hello, Lauren.
Yeah, you may be getting a divorce.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have this. So let's say that you're getting on a packed Jeep. For some reason, so people like that when you first get in the Jeep, they like sitting closest to the exit as they possibly can. I'm an old man. Mm-hmm. I usually have to ask them, can you help an old man out here and just move down one so that I can get in and out of here easier, instead of going all the way down to where the driver is. And then they got bars, they got, what are those bars up there that I usually hit my head on, Jack? You know what I'm talking about? Exactly. Yeah, because boom. Oh, damn. Another bump on the head. I mean, you have to be careful, but they're like safety bars. Is that what they are? Yeah.
In the front of the taxi, you got that one seat next to the driver.
Hello.
I tried to go because I got long legs. I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm like this, and you don't want to slam it into anybody, as you're trying to make your way out. Sorry. I always do, especially now that people are bulking up a little bit in the Philippines. I'm always going to be there was a dude in there. Yeah, there was a dude in there sitting in my spot, sitting in the old man spot, a young guy, but he had to be at least
Rose, how are you?
Twice as large as me. And I was like, dude, get a grip on reality. Get a grip
back on the rice.
Get out of my way. I'm trying to get off this bus.
Yeah.
So there is that. So that's another reason, Edward D. Beck, that's another reason why I suppose I shouldn't get so carried away with this whole, cheap Dan thing,
Yeah. Well,
I just look at level of service.
Yeah, that supports what Ed was saying.
Yeah. Well, it's when we're in Bye City, for example, we're only spending, if we take the trike, we're only spending something like the trike is like the rickshaw thing, the motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take a trike, we're only spending about $50 a month, no matter how many times. Even if I tried to spend more than that in a month, I couldn't do it because I just couldn't do it. It's impossible because it's not very expensive to go out there and grab one and then head downtown to Bye Bye Lake. So it's cheaper when we're in Bye Bye. And sometimes the brother-in-law says, "Get on the back of my bike and I'll mule you down to the Dunkin' Donuts." No, and I'll get on the back, be hanging on for dear life. People will be laughing at me as I'm flailing away, terrified that I'm gonna fall off. Anyway, he usually gets me there when I'm on the back. The brother-in-law, Joe, he's very what do they call that? He rides very carefully. He's very respectful. He rides very carefully, makes sure he doesn't take any chances, pulls over, lets the buses pass, let the big.
Well, see, he's afraid of Minnie too.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's true. I got to tell you guys something. It's like living when it comes to transportation in Cebu. Jack will tell you, it's like it's kind of like the Old West. It's kind of like the Old West. Whoever has the biggest and the baddest truck, the biggest and the baddest vehicle, they go first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going. They kind of give you the look like I'm going, or they usually they honk their horn in warning. So there's a lot of horn honking that goes on here, right? But basically, it's not like it is in the States where someone's having a meltdown. They're flipping you the bird, the universal sign of love. No, it's not like that. And the universal sign of love, like around the world. You know what I'm talking about, Jack.
Yeah.
But why would I say that? Why would I say that to Jack? You know what I'm talking about, right, Jack? Right?
Hey, Jack's grown. He knows.
Yeah, he's a grown man. So anyway, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You don't want to get in the way of a big dump truck coming down the middle of the road. Now, here's the thing. They got lanes marked, right? I don't know who makes them do that. They got regular lane markings just like any other place in the world, except they don't use them. They don't care about all that. They're the big truck or the big bus.
Yeah.
So
racing down there.
You'll see that here too.
Truck, and I'll rule the road.
Yeah. That's right.
They're just suggestions.
Yeah, they're just a suggestion. That's what he said. They're just to give you, a little guideline, but they don't use them. They come ripping down the middle of the street. You better move your stupid ass out of the way, or you're gonna die.
Yep.
And pedestrian.
Hey, Daisy Lynn, how are you?
Daisy Lynn is here. Hi, Daisy Lynn. It's always nice to see you. All right, so now here's the thing. Daisy Lynn is such a great. She's a wonderful supporter. She's always putting me out there. Hey, guys, I want to tell you something. Pedestrian, there's no such thing here. There's no such thing. It's power in numbers, just like it is in Thailand. You have to get in a big group, and then you have to go. We're going. If we die today, it's just, I'm in the hands of God. We're going. And then you move cautiously across the street in a big group, and the cars will generally, not the motorcycles, they don't give a crap if they run you over. The cars will stop, But here's what I noticed, right? When it's gotten close, like say when I've almost been clipped by a motorcycle or two or a scooter or two, I'll yell at the top of my lungs. I'll go like this. Oi! Oi! And the next thing I know, this guy in the bike is like, he's like, oh shoot, I hit the old man. I just start looking. He'll turn behind and look for me, and if he doesn't see a body lying on the street, he just keeps on going. That's
probably get extra points for that.
Yeah, Jack, let me ask you a question. Don't you like all the... Jack, I'm going to tell you something. In spite of all this, I just love it here. I just love the way everything works. Like, get the hell out of my way. Can't you see I'm moving down the road? Can't you see I'm walking down the road? Get the hell out of my way. For example, Jack, I don't know if you keep up with the news in the States. But in California, for example, they have jaywalking is no longer against the law. You can jaywalk now. So the new rule is you can jaywalk so long as it's safe to do so. And the coroner's picking up bodies off the street 3, 4, 5 a day in California. See, because people are thinking that means the car has to stop for them. Where people are going, screw this. You're the one that you're dying today. They're falling out all over the place. You had homeless people taking over the streets of LA, and they're thinking that they could just zoom across Sunset or Hollywood Boulevard without getting mowed over by some actress in a Lamborghini. You know?
Oh, they're trying for that. They're trying for that so they get a big lawsuit.
I took a Jeepney years ago, and I'm sitting in the back, and this it stops, and the old woman gets out, and she starts crossing the street. She puts her hand out like, stop. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. People are flying on the driver's side. You can get yourself killed.
Welcome back, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you go?
You fell off.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I hyperspaced.
Yeah, you went into the fourth dimension or something.
Well, he juxtapositioned himself.
Okay, so Crystal's saying I always do that jaywalking when I was in China. Boy,
my son always asks me a question about China.
I don't know.
My son always wants
to
know.
Crystal, my first question is, what were you doing in China?
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is Chinese chicken a chicken from China?
You're killing me. You're killing me. Edward T. Beck. You're crazy.
Ed, if you get it in China, it is.
Yeah.
My son asks me that all the time. Because when we order Chinese food, he's like, Dad, it's a Chinese chicken from China.
Listen, I'm staying the hell out of China. I tell you, I was there once. I had a very bad experience. I'm never going back again.
Yeah, but how long ago was that, Dan? It wasn't very long ago, was it?
No. And you had CIA and FBI and everybody following me. And I got really hella nervous, I didn't know.
You mean the Chinese version of it?
Yeah, exactly. They're following you around, and
I was there. I went in '99 for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and I can't say they didn't follow, but you couldn't tell. I went on. When I went, you could go without an escort. Now that you have to have somebody sponsor you to go, like a business or personal, somebody that lives there, or you have to go on a guided tour, and I won't go that way.
Hey, are you reading Crystal's comment? She said she worked there as an English tutor.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she says, "Wow, Dan, you've been chased by the CIA, FBI. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm on the run, Crystals? I'm on the run.
They
can't find you here, right?
I've been banned from the USA. They tell me if I show up there at any one of their airports, I'm going to be arrested."
I'm waiting for them to tell me to get the heck out of the country.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
now I got one for you, Dan.
That way they can buy my ticket.
Yeah. Well, anyway, no, that isn't true. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Everybody here knows that.
Back to the food thing. My son loves Filipino My Fun noodles. They're like ramen noodles in a little package.
Wait, rice noodles. Let me ask you a question. Why can't I get those thick rice noodles here in the Philippines?
Well, that would be Ho Fun noodles. They're Ho Fun noodles.
Yeah, Chow Fun noodles.
My Fun is thin. Ho Fun is wide. I don't know.
I can't find them anywhere. Chow Fun, chicken Chow Fun, or beef Chow Fun, or pork Chow Fun. Can't find it here.
I'm gonna have to find a place that serves lumpia.
Well, you can find lumpia on the street up in here.
Well, yeah, but not here.
Yes, you can.
Not where I live.
We call them spring rolls. Call the local Chinese restaurant. Tell them you want spring rolls.
No, that's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's close.
Yeah, they're close, but they're not the same.
No, you're talking, Larry. You're talking. You want Shanghai lumpia.
Yes.
Keep all those damn vegetables the hell out of my roll, man.
Well, they can put some in there, but let's get some meat in there, damn it.
No. They got carrot. They got some carrot in there and some onion and a few things to spice it up.
But a little bit in there, but let's get the meat in
there. You get that cabbage the hell out of my Shanghai lumpia. You know, I find that in there. You're gonna get lumpia right in the kisser.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get it
I ain't eating it.
With a nice dipping sauce, with a nice dipping sauce and a cold beer, I can make a meal out of it. I don't need anything else.
Not spring rolls, Ed. They're
No?
Shanghai lumpia.
You're going to buy some chicken from where? Nevada. Can you get?
It's cooked different. It's different.
Wait a minute, Jack. Can you get?
Spring rolls and I've had lumpia. I had a girlfriend when I was in
Jack. Hang on.
Used to fix
Jack, can you order food from Lazada?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I mean, what do they put it? Maybe they're, you know what? I heard they're recycling. You know how when you get a heart transplant in the States, they bring it in that container?
Yeah.
Somebody told me when they're all done with that container, right, they got to do something with it. So they said Lazada's using that to mule frozen food around. I don't know if that's true or not.
Could be.
I used to deliver food to an airport that specialized in transplant organs in the Philadelphia region.
Yeah, you know, Crystal's right, because you mean at what's the name of Jollibee's partner Chinese restaurant thing? Chao King, right? So Crystal's saying I can say the taste of their Chow Fun is yum, not as good as original. But the Chinese Chow Fun. What about Chow King's Chow Fun? So now the thing that I'm looking for, I think, is that peanut oil taste. I think that's what I'm looking for. You know, that smoky thing that gives it some flavor. That's what I'm looking for, and it's hard to find here. Except now that you mention it, Chow King has that new menu item, Chow Fan, and it has peanut oil in it, or it tastes like it does. So
don't they just put peanuts in it?
What? They put what?
Don't they just put peanuts in it?
I don't think so. What if you have a peanut allergy?
Then the peanut oil will kill you.
The oil would still get.
Oh, that's right. What's the matter with me? It would still kill you, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking for that over temp smoky peanut flavor that comes from the wok.
Yeah.
Being so hot.
The wok, hey.
Hey, I just wanted to go. I'm looking in my chat. I'm seeing it start. What, did I offend someone? Did I offend someone? You got to spread it out. You got to spread out. You got to spread the word that we're in the home stretch on the 5K Pesos in May contest. This is one of your last 2 live streams to enter. Now, I haven't seen Pacquiao Mertz here. I don't know if she's here or not, but she'll do the replay on the chat, and that's how you enter. Huh? Say it again.
Someone said hi to her.
Yeah, someone did say hi to her. So maybe she's in the BG. But here's the thing. You have 3 chances to win on each live stream. You got 1 primary channel. You get 2 ninja channels as long as you have 3 separate gadgets or devices going at the same time. You can have 3 cell phones on. You could have a cell phone, a computer, a laptop. You can have a desktop, a laptop, a cell phone. You can have whatever combination above, and then you get, as long as we can see your primary account, your 2 ninjas, and they're going at the same time, well, then you're good to go. You get the entry. You know, I doubt I even have 500 entrants so far. I haven't checked in with Pacquiao Mertz lately on the spreadsheet, but I'll bet you the opportunity for one of you to win is going to be absolutely, the odds are going to be really spectacular, because I've only gotten an average of maybe 20 people per live stream in here. 20 people per live. I don't even think I have 500 entrants. Somebody's going to win the big money. See, you guys, listen, I thought about this. Since the odds increased, then you should be here, because the odds are greater than in somebody else's giveaway where the odds are you would win 50 pesos or 100 pesos or something like that. We're talking about 5,000 pesos plus. That's 5K in May, Philippine pesos. Why aren't you here? All right. There, I got that out of my system.
Time to spin the big wheel.
Wait, I can't hear you, Jack. I can't hear you.
I got you shared on my my channel again.
Thank you, man. That works. That's so cool, right? That is the coolest thing. Mm-hmm. When I go searching for myself, your channel pops up. That's what you want. That's what you want. Anyway, I got to get another. I got to talk Man Mini into getting me another instant coffee. I'm desperate this morning because I had too much Emperador last night.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, what do you got? Copico. You got the good. I like Copico Dark. I love their products. Mm-hmm. But somebody told me, damn, that's diabetes in a cup right there.
There's so much sugar in that. It's ridiculous.
Well, I went downstairs to the 7-Eleven. I grabbed the fresh brewed. They have the fresh brewed thing going, the machine that grinds the beans and makes all the noise to make you think like you're getting something. I went down there and got my first cup. And then Man Minnie has been feeding me, she's been feeding me the instant coffee. You could probably hear the kettle going in the background. She's firing up the kettle, getting the water hot.
You're such a lucky man. Treat it like a kid.
Dan, I got a Keurig machine. I don't know. Can you see the Keurig machine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. All I gotta do is when I want a cup of coffee, if I have my coffee cup around, all I gotta do is turn around and put the K cup in there and hit start.
By the way, make me jealous. Make me jealous, Jack. Hey, by the way, have you guys noticed what's behind me? There's the modem and the wires going everywhere. So I had to move things forward because they have the TV mounted on the wall. I don't know if you can see this back here, but you can see that I cut the cable.
I can see the cable, yeah. You can see it's attached to the wall. When you move the cable, you can see the cable on the back of the
swinging
wall.
Back and forth. Yeah, that's what that is. And so I disconnected that. I had to go down to the hardware store, and I had to buy a 3-prong extension cord so I can move everything forward a little bit, so I can change the direction of the desk so that we weren't getting the glare any longer. So I looks like I did a pretty good job. And but I also had to buy a table lamp that keeps falling over because it's one of these clamp lamps. Yeah. It's got a clamp on it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, I got the table lamp going, and it's pretty bright, and it seems to be doing the job. It seems to be working out okay. It doesn't look like I'm in the dark like Tom Snyder's show.
This is one of those clamp lights.
Yeah, it's one of those clamp lights, but it doesn't clamp. It doesn't clamp. In other words, it's cheap.
Well,
it's
this is cheap. One that you put it on the table, then you tighten it up. It doesn't just clamp. It's got a clamp, but it's the kind that you tighten the clamp.
Yeah. All right, but what I like to do is I want to ask the Mac Daddy. I would like to ask the Mac Daddy if he thinks Man Mini and I should continue taking taxis, and I'm making too big a deal out of this $125 per month.
I can't do your budget, so I don't know how much jing you got in your pocket. But if I was there, I would like the fact that you ride in air conditioning and that you have a personalized ride. Here's something to think of, and I know it's not real prominent right now. I'll let Larry go in a minute. I know he wants to say something. You're not going to get COVID as easy.
Oh, that's a good point. Dang, that's a good point.
Another thing is how available is the air conditioned new buses they have. The what they call them, the Beats.
Well, I noticed that if you're going to Ayala Mall, they don't have them. They're running Jeepneys. If you're going to IT Park, which is the other way slightly, then they do have the air conditioned buses. But coming back is a pain in the ass.
And when you're on that Jeepney, you're eating exhaust.
That's true. You're eating diesel
the whole way there and back.
Yeah. And that is true.
You may take the cheap way there, but when you come out with your packages or mall gatherings or what have you, or shopping, you're certainly going to want to put it in the back of an air-conditioned cab.
That's true. You know what's irritating? What irritates me is that you can get the air-conditioned bus, the wide-bodied bus, from here to IT Park. You know, like I said, it's very popular. IT Park, and next to it is called Ayala Central Block Mall. Of course, they're busy because they got the workers over there. They got the call centers and all that stuff over there, the financial.
Well, here's another thing, too.
Amazon is there, by the way. And
here's another thing, too.
Hello, Mildred.
But it takes two rides to get back. One ride to get there, two rides to get back.
Yeah, but in the back of that cab, you're not going to have them succulent breasts to slurp at or look at.
But they have Pornhub for that.
But Dan can't afford to do that because me and he'll be looking most of the time.
You can have an unobstructed view of a breast anytime you want. You just fire up your VPN and then you just search in there for Pornhub. You know, you're good to go.
VPN. I mean, that's a good thing.
It's not the same.
Well, you got to remember though, when you're married, you got.
No, but besides that,
you're safer way.
I just want to clarify that wasn't for sexual excitement. That the whole beauty of that was the relationship between mommy and baby. That's what came to mind. It's the whole beautiful part.
That's what always gives me the heart on
motherhood. You know, Edward D. Beck. You're being mean to me.
Ed just can't help himself. He's got to be nasty.
Nasty? I'm just being honest.
You need to behave yourself. This is a family show. You need to behave.
I'm sorry, Dan,
Ain't not one of us on the panel.
Edward mine lives in the gutter. That's where it lives. So you expect that.
Yeah. Well, what are your plans, Larry, when you get here? Do you think you'd be taking a taxi everywhere? Do you think you'd be taking a Jeep?
I think it's, like I said, I'd have to take a Jeep at least once, period. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I might even try to hobble once.
I couldn't see Larry getting out and off the back of a Jeep.
Well, yeah, I've done that before. Jack, I've done that. But I am a little bit broader now.
Larry, how many years ago was that?
That was back in the 70s. Like I said, I'm broader.
Yeah,
so I was over 200 pounds even then.
Right. Yeah.
All right, but I was like probably almost 100 pounds lighter, not quite. And hopefully I'll be a lot lighter by the time I go, Jack. I am losing a little weight. This new medicine I'm taking, and one of these days I'll have the box with me and I'll tell you the name.
Oh my God! You just reminded me something, Larry.
It helps you feel fuller.
You know, you just reminded me.
That's one of the ones they're using for
weight loss.
Hey, some of you know, I did that practice video. You know, where I went in, I pre-recorded a live. I did a 5-minute video. And no, wait a minute. No, I'm getting them mixed up. The DHL one. So I threw up a DHL video where man, now Matt Minnie was laughing because we realized after she got on the scale, she goes, "Oh, you were supposed to hold my bag for me."
She
So
probably
then I was like,
she probably had 10 kilos in
this
that
thing was
bag.
heavy. Her bag was heavy. And so I'm sure she's floating somewhere around, I don't know. She's about 100 pounds soaking wet. Me,
Surprised if she's that much.
I hit my weight right on the money using the DHL scale. I've been floating between 200 and 205 pounds. When I got on the scale, it came in at 9105 kilo, which is 200 pounds.
Well,
so there you go.
Dan,
there you go.
I
200 pounds.
Video to you that I just weighed myself. My friend, she was over, and now this is not the same scale I took the video on. This is my home scale. I weighed 305 pounds on my scale. Now on the one at work, not the one at work, the one at the gym was 309. So this Monday, I plan on going in and doing a test on that scale so I can compare whether or not I've changed or not.
Right.
And I think Leonard Lund would agree with me that even if you lost 10 pounds, it's a big deal. I mean, your physiological, your whole body, it starts to change. It starts to change for the better.
Yeah, 10 pounds
you can change, Leonard, but you can change your body without losing weight.
Yes.
If you're because the muscle is a lot smaller than fat, so you take a pound of fat off and replace it with a pound of muscle, you weigh the same, but a pound of fat maybe the size of your fist, and a pound of fat's almost the size of a football. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, because muscles is much heavier than fat.
And muscle consumes calories.
More calories, yeah. Fat,
they consume calories. That's right. But, so if you want, here's something that you can try, right? Because I'm going to be doing some videos on this. I tried to do it last year and I failed, epic failure. But if you buy those resistance cords,
the bands,
they're
resistance your back and go like this.
And they have videos online. It's resistance band exercises for seniors.
Yeah.
They will get you started on building back that muscle. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
You know what else works?
Yeah, what else?
I'll save you a bunch of money, Dan. Water jugs. Take a gallon jug, and you don't have to fill it all the way up because 8 pounds may be too much to start with.
Yeah.
But just like a gallon milk jug with like half full is 4 pounds of water. That even may be too much to start with. But I put a quart of water in it. It's 2 pounds of lifting.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be. Yeah. You know what? That is a good idea. You know what? I get some exercise in the morning.
There you go. 8 ounce curls, man. 8 ounce curls.
Dude. Yeah.
But
when I was
I'm serious. Curling milk jugs.
It doesn't.
No.
It does not take.
No, I take it seriously. I wasn't messing around, but I already have my resistance bands. I brought them with me we put them in a Balik Bion box. They were brand new. I still have everything in the box. And we've been looking at, Minnie and I, we were going to come up with some kind of a video to use them for. But I said, forget the trying to go viral on the different colors of bands. How about I just use them for exercise, huh? What they were meant to be used for.
That's a good idea.
So I guess so I guess that's what I'll be doing.
Well, there's a tune from the 70s for you then. Rubber Band Man.
Oh, yeah. The 70s. Yeah, we're going to bring back the 70s. Yeah. You remember that thing the Jack LaLanne thing? You remember that?
No, the Rubber Band Man one. Remember everybody's buying the giant rubber bands.
Doing the rubber band a gazillionaire. Remember, because who was watching Jack LaLanne? Were it the unemployed men at home? No, I don't think so.
No, it was women.
It was the women that were doing it.
Well, yeah, I did too, because my mom was watching it. Huh?
Remember Richard Simmons?
Hey, Retro's here. Retro's in the house.
Hey, Retro, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, Retro. Hey, Retro sat in the green room for a while. Retro, let me ask you a question. Did you enjoy the Dunkin' Donuts that I got?
Looks like you should still eat it.
Yeah, they were in the green room this morning, and I got the special coffee, special drip coffee for you, and hope you enjoyed yourself in there. Hey, by the way, I wanted to say that I don't know how social media works, but Dunkin' Donuts sent me a thing through Facebook, and it basically says that I'm their #1 fan in Asia. And so I'm thinking to myself, that's got to be impossible. Impossible.
Well, what they're going by is you mention them more often than anybody else in Asia.
They're liking what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to be ramping up.
They're liking it.
Yeah, I'm going to ramp up my Dunkin' Donuts YouTube shorts and things like that. I'm going to ramp it up. I'm going to see if this turns into some kind of contract like the Budweiser thing, where I get my picture on a box of donuts. Or how about this? I get a donut named after me, the Donut Dan. How about that?
How about this? They monetize you, pay for your channel.
It'll have a little hat on it like this. Glasses. It'll be a raised donut. Decorated raised donut. Yeah, exactly.
And you put a little Dunkin' Donut emblem in the background on all your
keep at it, Jack. Jack, you keep at it. You'll get one of them contracts.
I want the San Miguel.
They're watching me. That's what it means to me. They're watching me.
Morning Joe has a contract with Starbucks. Why can't you have one with Dunkin' Donuts?
I know. So all I got to do is just keep the hype up for the Dunkin' Donuts, And then all of a sudden, then after that,
coffee for life.
In my news feed or in my Facebook feed, right? Dunkin' Donut commercials coming one after another, after another, after another. Just like crazy. It's crazy, and I love it.
Stranger things have happened.
Cream. Can you say Bavarian cream?
I like butternut and honey and chocolate honey glaze.
Here's the big thing. I keep hearing about this. Guys, tell me if you know anything about this.
What?
Do you know anything about so people are coming to me saying, we're making tons of money doing reels. I don't even know what the hell a reel is. What is a reel? Facebook reel.
Facebook.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't like Facebook that much.
They're not
one of my actually my newest short was featured in when you doing the YouTube. They have that line of shorts.
Yeah.
I see Pascal a lot, and I see a couple others in there a lot. Mine was in there today in one of the lines of shorts.
Hey, Larry, I'm glad you brought this up, the short thing. I have yet to have one Filipina send me a picture of her shorts. Now listen, Filipinas, I need just like the lip pointing video, I want to put together a short 15-second video of shorts. And of course it's going to be called Filipina Shorts. And so now, but no one has sent me pictures of their shorts. Now, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I didn't want a picture of you in your undergarments, unless you want to send them to me.
Unless you're offering.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not. I most likely would be appreciative, but no. What I want is I want you to take a picture of yourself in the shorts. It can be any kind of shorts. Levi's. It can be, your Lee short. It can be anything. Just send them to me so I can put together this video. I would be very, very appreciative. But maybe people, they were nice to me on this lip pointing video. Got a lot of play. And plus people like Anime Reyes and Larice, they ran with the video, they ran with it. And they got tremendous amount of play on Facebook with it. How can you? So Dan is sharing his next idea with you. I'm giving you a heads up. Please don't steal my idea and go on Facebook and post a reel of a whole bunch of your Filipina friends in shorts. Let Dan do it here first. We'll publish it
on the shorts.
What's that?
You'll see me in my box.
He says pass on the shorts.
Yeah.
Who's passing on the shorts?
LV.
LV, you of all people, who looks the greatest in shorts.
Hey, Jim.
And Tim says Daisy Duke shorts. Now, girls, I wouldn't recommend the Daisy Dukes unless you're really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would go real well in the Philippines.
Yeah.
There are some that wear them.
Yeah.
But I was frozen. Guys, I was frozen in the chat. I've been frozen for like 15 minutes. I haven't been seeing the comments. My comment section was frozen, and now it just.
Well, you're not. So I mean, at least it's just the comment section.
Yeah. But, so anyway, so send me some picture of you in the shorts, and then I'm going to do
Jack, I want one of those.
Short video shorts. I could use one too. But that red horse is for later for me.
I'm sorry.
I have
had Santa Gill
a long
painted label.
Time.
I got to find a place around here that sells it. I'm sure there is.
There probably is.
Oh, so I just saw your message, Retro. I just saw your message. Do you mind if I come up? So I've been frozen. So I apologize if it seems as though I was ignoring you in the comment section. I'm actually doing it through the computer, and the computer froze. By the way, check this out.
No worries.
I'm having laptop issues also with. So here's what happens, right? My battery is not holding a charge. My lithium battery, or whatever they have here. Huh?
Buy a new one.
Is it a detachable battery, or is it mounted in the laptop?
Well, they're all mounted in the laptop, but usually
I got a detachable battery.
You know, maybe I'll get
but it's still mounted in the laptop.
Yeah, but
you know what? Maybe I'll get an external anchor.
I haven't seen one yet that you couldn't.
So I'm gonna have to get it replaced.
I may have to take the bottom off it, but
it's just not holding a charge. I don't know why. But this is my 14-inch laptop that I'm using today, not the 15-inch. And the other one, I had to jump the power supply on it, jump the on and off switch on it, and then disconnect the keyboard at the same time. And we got that working just fine. We just put a small miniature exterior keyboard on it, and then we ran a jump wire. I told you about that, huh? We ran the jump wire out through the side, and then you just turn it on by taking your key or a peso coin, putting it underneath there so that it makes contact, and the thing comes up. Jack, I learned it from you, bro. I learned it from you. I said, what would Jack do to get this thing going? Yeah, what would Jack do to get this going?
I got it.
Now you're talking about your 14-inch to your 50. While I was eating, I was in my living room, and I had your chat up on my 50-inch. Now, that was nice viewing. I mean, you had a very good view of
that's nice,
guys, and
that's nice, Retro.
But I can't use it for the live stream. So
2600 hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh, crystals, but I don't know if you know this or not, but I have a 30-year-old Retro's gonna love this. I probably already told him. I have a 30-year-old Dunkin' Donuts dolly, so a Munchkin doll. So 30 years ago plus, they had a promotion, right? And it was to give this inflatable dolly that looks like a Munchkin away, So they're licensed, I guess, through Wizard of Oz, whoever has the licensing agreement to use Munchkin name. And so I got the Dunkin' Donuts dolly, but I gave it to my kid. I said, hey, I don't know what to do. I love this thing. I don't know what to do with it. I'm letting you have it. So it's in Sacramento, California, but one day I should have my kid come on the air, blow it up for us, and then you can see what this Dunkin' Donuts dolly looked like.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a Munchkin.
I didn't just get the Atari. I also have a couple of McDonald's handhelds.
Oh, cool.
From 2004 when they were promotionally giving them out. So
wow.
I also got my first Nickelodeon VHS. It's an orange VHS. So yeah.
Now Retro, ma'am, Gina Vlog said hi to you. ABCM channel, hello.
Hello, Gina. How you doing, Gina? I'm sorry. I didn't have my chat open, Gina. Paisana. I'm sorry.
Like I said, ABCM came in there, Dan. Just came in.
Oh, fantastic. And that's ABCM.
Yeah.
And let's see, Tim, I wanted to say that I'll be coming your way. And yeah, and you guys know Pacquiao Mertz came in the house quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Who is that?
She was so gorgeous looking on her live stream, but she did 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did
Larry
it.
used to do that.
Larry is Larry.
A short stream was 4 hours.
Yeah.
Used to be before I started working weekends.
Yeah.
That's the truth. When I had weekends off, a short stream was about 4 hours.
Yeah.
I started off with 2 hours and
plus because
I started going higher and higher, and I've done 5 and 6 a few times.
I'm playing Pac-Man right now on the Atari. Exactly. I can't get the joystick to go down.
Nicole, how are you? And Pacquiao, how are you?
Hey, Pacquiao love, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
By the way, the short thing, you think if I did if people sent me their shorts, pictures of their shorts, and I put it up in a video, that it would end up with someone, saying ugly things to me, because that's what happened on the lip pointing video. Someone said, "Oh, you're just exploiting Filipinas," and blah 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 blah.
All that is trolls. I wouldn't worry about them.
I was just like, what the hell? I wasn't exploiting anybody.
No, of course
this is part of Filipino culture, blah, blah.
And the thing is,
the people who do that are just trolls, and just block them and be done with it.
You get free watch hours.
Well, if I block my mother from YouTube, I might hear about it. If I blocked my mom,
let's be honest,
Mom,
they say even
you're blocked.
But they say even thumbs down count towards your algorithm. Helps your algorithm. Comments help.
Right. But why should he have to put up with the derogatory?
Well, like I said, I mean, it depends on how negative they are.
Well, they were pretty negative.
All right, then.
They were saying you're exploiting Filipinas, and that's a disgusting thing. Blah 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 blah.
And you write back and say you didn't have
now
to.
That
watch.
sounds like an American woman put that up.
Yeah. But I just put down, hey, you don't have to.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I couldn't tell their gender. I wasn't able to tell if they were male or female. I don't know if it would have mattered or not.
No, but that sounds just like what a lot of the American women are saying about those of us that want to go to the Philippines, to live.
Now, we're all a bunch of perverts.
Right, and we just want to exploit the Filipino women. And
how did they find out about me?
Yeah, well, if they ever listen to
I told them, and I told them.
But that the Filipino women are not educated.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
unsophisticated.
Unsophisticated. I'm trying to remember all of them. There's a bunch.
Oh. They're timid. They're subservient.
Yeah, subservient. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean a lot of
real negative stuff.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the skit where Eddie Murphy goes back to Africa and gets the bush woman and brings her back? And she here about 2 weeks, and Eddie Murphy comes home, and she looks at Eddie and goes, "Eddie, I want half. Eddie, you give me half. I'm leaving."
Oh, it doesn't take very long for anybody to figure all that out.
Yep.
And then he's like, but 2 weeks ago when I met you, you had a bone in your nose, you know?
Oh, come on.
Now you
Oh, my
want
God.
Well, back in the days he's talking about, back then, people weren't near as sensitive.
No,
And
this
being that was, a black man talking about Africa women, it definitely wouldn't be that sensitive back then.
no.
Today it might be. They might be saying, well, you can't talk about
Oh, by the
like
way,
that.
hey, I just wanted to thank my supporters because I ran, we did a 15-second short on, Minnie started playing around. I had to go look for her the other day at the mall because she started playing around in a toy store. As a matter of fact, I got to tell you guys, I think we're going to do a video on what she bought. She bought something.
Oh, the
And
fishing thing?
the reason why she bought it is a very interesting story. But anyway, I'm not going to give that away. But she started playing with this shark, right? And when I finally catch up with her, I see her finger is going into the shark's mouth. And then when she hits a tooth, right, the shark clamps down on her finger.
Oh, like the dragon or hippo.
Yeah,
or
like the
whatever.
dragon.
Yeah.
Not the dragon,
Yeah.
it's the alligator.
Yeah, so I go, wow, this would make a great video. And I started
Or the mad
videotaping
dog.
it. I turned it into a 15-second video because 15 seconds is my thing. And I guess it's doing well. So I wanted to thank you guys for playing that thing over and over again. I put it up at something like 6 or 6:30 this morning, and I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it
2
to
hours
see.
ago. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But
How many
it tells
hits
me
is
you
it
put
getting?
up about 2 hours ago.
How many hits is that thing getting?
Oh, hang on. Let me look. Let me look.
Oh, it's up around 600 or so, right?
572 views, and it's been up for 3 hours.
572 and
That's what
my.
it says on mine, yeah, 572.
All right, so I don't understand how the whole thing works. It's got to be complicated, but so my views on Gummy Bear, it tanked. And so if you look next door, I did one on Gummy Bear.
I watched the Gummy Bear already, but the comments were turned off.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
Comments were turned off.
Yeah, you must have done that as a.
When you loaded it by accident.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe it's my bad then.
Yeah, you can go in and edit that if you got the comment. If you block,
that's too late. I don't know. Let me ask you guys a question. Should I? Minnie asked me this morning, should you delete that one or not? I go, I don't know. A view is a view, you know.
That's right. All views add up.
So I mean, why don't we just keep it up? Just keep that online, because
I watched that one today at work.
It might just take off when you least expect it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Look at the guy that did Pizza Rat. You know about Pizza Rat, don't you?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh yeah.
Guy did a rat running with a piece of pizza in the subway. Had like 3 million views in like a couple hours.
Wow. You know what? Also, I just want to make a comment about Mannequin. Did you guys see the Mannequin?
Yeah, seen that one.
Yeah.
Oh, when comments are off, it's either something wrong with your title or you haven't clicked the not for kids button. That's what happened.
Yeah, you got to click the not for
kids.
Oh,
you know what? I got a message. Elvie, you hit a home run on that one. It has something to do with the not for kids button, because I did remember seeing some kind of a message from YouTube that came that said something about, is this for kids or not for kids, and then so I messed up. I messed up on that one. Thanks so much for cluing me in. That I screwed up.
Always click not for kids.
I've got one that is there's no comments available on.
Well, the Pizza Rat video proved one thing.
What's that?
New York has the best pizza. Even the rats eat it.
Oh shit.
I have a pizza story, but I think I'm going to keep it to myself for a moment because I want just share it with you guys on this live. So we go into, and so we get hungry. We were doing we're in 1 meal per day mode, and we both look at each other. Man, damn, I'm hungry. It was about 1:00 in the afternoon. it's about time for breakfast, So we both head over to the first place we see is Sparrow's. Is that the name of it? Sparrow Pizza?
Yeah.
So we go. Yeah, Man Mini says, yeah, we go in there and they have this combo meal, right? A pizza, slice of pizza, pasta, and a drink for 309 pesos or something like that, which is, as far as I'm concerned, it was a little bit pricey, but I went with it. They give you a scoop of pasta and a slice of pizza that's decent, but I got to tell you, I'm going to start staying away from those heat and serve places. I just wasn't happy with the whole experience. I got nothing against Sparrow's Pizza because I've gone in there and I've had a great experience on occasion, but not yesterday when we were in there. Yesterday, the pizza tastes like cardboard and the pasta was not, it just tastes like, you know how
generic.
You get something in one of those frozen bags and you put it in the water to heat it up, and then you pour it all out into a bowl and you eat it. Yummy. That's how the pasta tasted to me yesterday.
While we're talking about this, I need somebody's opinion. Me and my son went to Wendy's about a month ago. I should make a video. I should have done it then. I didn't even think of it. We got our drive-through food and we parked next to the dumpster area and we're sitting there eating. We were feeding the rats French fries, like you feed the squirrels at the park.
Yeah,
it is absolutely hilarious.
They wouldn't go near it, right?
Oh no, they were loving the French fries. Are you kidding? They were standing up they were doing tricks for us, basically.
Oh my goodness gracious! You got to go repeat that and videotape it.
And there must have been over a dozen rats. It was hilarious.
That's great. That's a great story. Man, Minnie loves French fries. That's her one vice. That she loves French fries.
Oh, these rats are getting fat, baby. They all had bellies. Oh, geez. They must have been eating well at Wendy's.
They throw a lot of that food out there, so.
So far, I know how weird this is going to be. You guys in the States, this is going to be a little bit weird, right? Me saying this, but I want to tell you the truth. For some, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. I want to tell you straight up that for some odd reason, the best tasting pizza is Pizza Hut. And I have no idea why it tastes different in the States, why it tastes different in Asia. I can't stand Pizza Hut in the States. Can't even.
Here in Houston, it's all
the best here in the Philippines.
It's what? What did you say there, Leonard?
I said here in Houston, that's the only pizza I'll even buy is Pizza Hut.
Really?
Can I tell you what the big flavor is with Pizza Hut?
What?
What is that?
It's the oil that they glaze their pans with. Pizza Hut's almost a fried pizza in a pan.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
They put this greasy butter. It's a what do they call it? It's a proprietor's flavored oil. It's proprietary protected stuff. You can't get that oil anywhere. It's manufactured for Pizza Hut. And they glaze the pan with it and lay the dough in it. And the dough fries in the pan as they cook it.
Yeah, that crunch that you get is part of the experience. That crunch that
the thin crust.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a thin crust, even a thick crust. It gets all that brown caramelization to it.
Thin crust.
Yeah.
The oil that they put in the pan, Larry's what I'm talking about, on their regular pizza even gets kind of crispy.
Yeah,
well, let me ask you a question. You don't think you just said the magic word? Didn't you say it caramelizes?
Yes.
Well, maybe they're doing what food processors do. They put sugar in everything.
Yep.
There could be. Well, there's probably enough sugar in that dough to caramelize a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So.
And that oil is, a proprietary flavor that only they have.
Jack says it's called Whirl. Called Whirl?
Yes, sir.
Whirl?
Well, Whirl is a butter flavored oil that they sell.
Yeah, butter substitute.
Maybe it's just Whirl is a homogenized oil that's yellow with butter flavor. If that's what they're using as Whirl, that could be one of them. You know, I didn't want to say it's Whirl because I don't know that for sure. There's a million of them out there.
Jack, how do you know that? How do you know they're using Whirl?
Well, Whirl's a common commercial restaurant butter flavor.
Wait. In the Philippines, I'm asking Jack. How does he know in the Philippines they're using Whirl?
I don't know if they're using Whirl here, but I know I used to work at many pizzerias back home, like Domino's, Papa John's, Cottage and Pizza, a couple other ones. And you use Whirl for the pan seasoning before you put the dough in there to stretch it out. You know,
it's a butter flavored oil. Yeah.
Yep. It tastes good.
I'm common with it. I use the liquid margarine a lot from a company called Restaurant Depot. They're all over the U.S.
Oh yeah.
And that's similar.
Use real butter instead.
Sorry guys, I'm playing Pac-Man competitively.
Well,
there you go.
You win.
Well, Whirl you can buy pretty much everywhere, and that's something that you might find in Asia. They may use like a palm or a coconut oil though, even. That's a butter flavor because they're Asian.
I was looking for it here on like Google. And I think I found.
You can buy Whirl on Amazon here in the States.
Yeah, but you got to remember now, when they first started making Pizza Hut pizza over there, Amazon wasn't delivered to the Philippines. They do now, but they didn't.
Right.
Well, Pizza Hut's PepsiCo International. They're big enough. They got anything they want anywhere in the world. They'll source it.
They ship it themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They'll source it themselves. Like, I don't know whether people know this about Pizza Hut, but in certain countries where they have Pizza Hut, this pizza sauce comes in powder form and they add water to it to rehydrate it. Where in the States, they get a giant bag and it's already hydrated.
I just went on Google. I looked up Whirl butter. 1 gallon.
About $28.
7,047.60.
What? What the heck?
Oh no!
I wouldn't be using that.
You can keep that.
Like I said, use real butter instead.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but it goes way far. That's part of the problem with Whirl. And real butter would work out well in your pan, but the problem with real butter is the flash point temperature.
Yep.
Whirl will take 400 degrees, where real butter won't.
No, real butter only take about 350.
I'm about to rage
quit. Yeah, and that's not a bad thing, Leonard. But if you're using the pan over and over again like they are, you'll have problems with real butter, and that's why they would use a commercial high temp oil.
Yeah, the problem with that is though that's hydrogenized vegetable or seed oil, which means the omega-6 to omega-3, right? The omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio is way heavy on the omega-6, and that's inflammatory.
But they don't look at it that way. They're doing commercial.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Will you get in trouble, Retro, if you point your camera towards your screen so we could see you playing the Pac-Man? That's my favorite game of all time.
All right, let me see how.
Hey guys, I'm gonna step away for a minute, so I'm gonna turn my camera off.
I'll try my best.
All right, Larry.
All right, Larry. Hope everything comes out all right.
Dropping the kids off the pool.
Let's see.
I used to have a girlfriend with Pac-Man on her underwear. It was great.
I'm not in my underwear. I'm in a pair of shorts. Not boxer shorts, shorts.
That's. Oh, I don't see it. I guess it don't work so well.
No, it looks like it's turned off.
Your first shorts video.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
You see it? Probably not as good.
Where do you get that? You got to send me a link for that. I want to play. I miss Pac-Man. I like that and Tetris.
I used to really love Tetris.
Yeah, you know,
when it was built into Windows.
Yeah, I wonder if they have a Tetris app for the phone for Android. They probably do.
They do.
Probably.
They do. They do.
Probably one that you don't have to pay for. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for.
Let's forget the one that I used to play all the time.
I play Mahjong
I'll,
all
bur-
the time on my phone.
I'll burn up $125 in taxi fare, but I won't pay $1 for a Tetris.
Yeah.
Boy,
Give me the goose. Give me
Yeah.
the goose. Give me the goose. Bada bing.
So I think my answer on the transportation thing is I think that I got to come up with a hybrid model, a combination of using taxis and the Jeepneys in order to get around that brings down my costs a little bit, down to, maybe $70 or $80 a month from that 125. Because like I said, we're only paying like $300 all in rent here in Cebu. Why would I pay $125 taking taxis all over the place?
Dan,
Right.
I guess
COVID.
a simple solution.
What's that?
COVID's the answer.
Solution.
What is it?
You have a pair of shoes?
If he's trying to justify it, yes.
Do I have what? A pair of what?
shoes.
Of course.
Shoe
Oh, wait a minute. No, we ain't. Oh, come on, Jack.
leather express.
Oh, no, you didn't go there. Oh, my gosh, you didn't go there. Dan's brand new weight loss program. Use your feet.
Express, baby. Shoe
Went
leather.
there,
Yeah, I have to admit, he makes a good point. That would be.
I have another question now, Dan. I think I know the answer.
Yeah.
Do they have tracks there? I don't think they do. Do they?
Do they have what?
Running
Tracks.
I still didn't hear it.
Trikes.
Only down the side streets, not on the main streets.
Okay.
I think that they regulate it. I think they regulate transportation a little bit differently here in Cebu.
I'm going to say that
talking about running tracks.
a lot of places have a lot of trikes, but I didn't think Cebu or Manila have trikes.
No, I haven't seen them here. I've seen them in Pampanga and Manila, and I haven't seen a whole bunch of trikes here, except I've seen pedicabs down the side streets, but not the motorized rickshaw type thing.
I'm going to say because the trike, if they had trikes, that would cut down on your expense too.
Yeah, that's what we use in Bye Bye City. So yeah, you're right about that. We use that in pedicabs. So I think that in Bye Bye,
make the poor guys suffer taking me around
we
in
might,
a pedicab.
we might end up buying one of those.
Larry, they're just gonna come here and kill somebody. Like, you guys just pedaling his heart out.
As I said, I don't want to give the poor guy a heart attack pedaling me around.
Yeah, you see a guy trying to go uphill in one of those. I ain't doing that. He'll be like, "Get out! I ain't doing that." I'll be like, "Gear down, gear down."
They'll be going, "You too big, triple price. You too big, triple price."
Too buku.
Oh man!
Hey,
Larry,
Pascal.
just going uphill, he make you get out.
Oh yeah, he made me get out.
Going up a hill and snap the chain off.
What's that, Jack?
I'm a pro at this game, bro.
Oh my goodness gracious! I gotta check my phone real quick. I gotta see if I got any messages from Hey Joe.
Tease him. Oh, I went the wrong way.
There was this one guy, tricycle driver. He was like,
Oh yeah. So I did. So they made it here. It looks like Cora and Mike made it here to Cebu. I got a message in here. So he wants to know if we can meet up for lunch. Yeah.
Well, tell him hi from the chat.
What do you guys want to have for lunch today?
Oh, yay.
I had pork chops.
They do ribs in the Philippines?
Yeah, I just got through saying you could have pork 1,000 different ways, and then you go throw it in my face that you had pork chops for lunch.
Well, that's for
Did they do ribs?
For lunch, I actually had a burrito.
You do ribs.
A beef
You
burrito.
do ribs here, but depending on how you order it, if you do it if you want it like the American style, you have to tell them. But if not, it's gonna be chopped all kinds of different ways, and you're picking bones out your mouth.
I'm bored of this.
Oh, forget that.
I'm talking baby bags, baby.
Well,
Meat on a stick.
it's the same thing in most Asian countries. If you
Damn.
order food that's got bones
Donkey
in it, they don't
Kong.
take it out. They don't take it
Hey,
out.
by
They
the
make
way,
it
we're about what we're 15 minutes to go in this live, so I just wanted to announce. Oh, I have her highlighted. I knew there was a reason why I wanted Mel up there. It's because Mel, you're the winner of the 100 pesos today. So I'm going to send it out to you once the live stream is over. You're going to get your. I'll send it to your GCash.
Winner, Dan buys dinner.
Yeah, that's Melanie Calapayan from Caridad is today's winner.
Ed,
I'll
you
take
were
my
saying
Gcash
how
real quick so I can,
you were able
Congratulations!
to
Congratulations!
phone number on it.
Congratulations to
What was that, Leonard?
You told me were able to get a phone with a Philippine phone number.
When I complained to Metro to one time about the lousy service I kept getting here in Johnstown at their store.
Everything's for.
They sold me like a 5G phone that wasn't, and another time I went into
Ed, you cut out on all that.
Oh,
we all were buffering.
They sold me a 5G phone that wasn't, and I was getting bad customer service. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So when I went to, I kept saying, how could this happen? I've had Metro forever, always great service. So I called the customer care line and got people in the Philippines. And they seen I had called a few times before. Every time I go to this store, I get horrible service. They said that they were going to fix this for me. They gave me 2 lines of unlimited phone calls, unlimited everything. 2 lines now, not one.
Right.
For $25 a month.
Did they give you a new phone?
No, I had Metro phones already.
Oh, okay.
And they said, here's the deal, though. If you ever drop this service, we will not give it back to you.
Yeah, because I called them and tried to do the same thing. I was going to go ahead and buy a phone, and because my phone is it used to be T-Mobile, it's Mint Mobile now, but
well, T-Mobile is Metro, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're the same company.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They said they couldn't do it; that I had to go into a store.
Well, here's the thing. I got to go to the store when I buy SIM cards from Metro.
Right.
That'll still work on this system. Here's something else, too. I don't know where you want to buy your phone from or what you want for a phone. I buy my phones.
Go ahead.
I buy my phones on eBay unlocked. Where if I go into Metro, a phone's going to cost me $160, $180. It's expensive. If I buy them on eBay, I'm buying a refurbed phone for like $80.
Okay, but that's not a very good phone.
Which one isn't? Which one?
Anything he's going to get for $160 or $80.
That's not
going to be.
Oh, Larice, I don't know if you answered me yet. I sent you a PM. I sent you.
I got a 5G Google phone that I'm on right now that I only paid $80 for.
Okay.
And it's a refurb.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with a refurb because my phones last me a long time. But,
yeah, and I don't either, but I get a really good deal when I buy phones at Metro, and they don't cost me $1,000. I'd never pay that.
Well,
but I don't get the
check and see because
I don't get the current model. I get something that's like a year old.
Yeah, I want to get another Galaxy S, or I want to get a Galaxy S 22 or 23 Ultra.
Damn, you don't play, do you?
I won't have to upgrade it for another 8 years.
I thought about getting the
my fiance. That's
what they call it.
That's an expensive piece of equipment there.
Yeah,
bro.
What's that?
I'm not good enough to my phone.
It costs way too much.
I can't
Yeah,
even
Yeah.
hear you. Everybody else over
They
talking.
want crazy money for it here in the Philippines.
Well, they want crazy money for the Z Fold. They,
Oh,
they have one
I
that,
don't. I'm staying away from the Z Fold because anytime you're
Jack,
holding that screen,
you're next up,
I'm
Jack.
worried about it breaking.
like I said, though, they want about $2,000. It's like, no way.
Oh, I think I can get them for less than that.
Oh, you can, but I wanted the 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jack.
see, I don't have to step that deep. And I
Go ahead,
won't.
Jack. Go ahead, Jack.
My fiance that's sleeping upstairs in my bed, she works at a call center, which is she has contract with T-Mobile, which is Boost and T-Mobile, and she gets all kinds of people complaining about things and like, why is my phone off? You didn't pay your bill.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, T-Mobile is really good about that. They'll give you chance after chance after chance to pay your bill, make arrangements, do something before they'll actually cut you off.
You can get like a 15-day grace period for your stuff. Like even the Boost Mobile is more, better with that. But my T-Mobile phone here is auto pay. It still works, even though it's like shattered. The screen is shattered, but it still works.
Yeah.
Well,
the reason I want to get a new phone is because what I have is a Galaxy Note 8, and it's just 4G.
I got the Samsung S21 Ultra, and then I got another Samsung. I want to say it's also a 21, but it's not the Ultra. It's smaller.
Yeah.
And that's my newer phone. But I don't want to get another one until later. I'm hoping this will last me.
Nice.
Like I said, I did think about going a little bit more expensive. But if I can wait a couple of years, try to get one that's unlocked, maybe a dual SIM. Right now, these are single SIM.
Yeah, 21 should be dual, isn't it?
No, both of mine are single SIM.
Oh, wow. I thought all of them anymore were dual.
No. I don't think so. I'll have to look. I'd have to open it up.
Here's a thought, though. Why do you need such a ultra flying phone when you can buy the year-old phone for like $80?
Doing YouTube videos, but that's why I'm looking around for an S10. I'm looking for an S10.
You want a better phone for doing videos. Most of my videos are done on one of my two phones.
Yeah.
The only videos that are not done on the phones are the ones where I'm sitting in front of my computer talking.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Everything else is done on my phone.
Hey, Mike and Cord just text me, and we're going to meet up
Galaxy S22
at Ayala
for $80.
Hey, Dan,
no, I'm sure you can, but
the S10?
That's
I don't think
they're here.
Yeah, but see, the better phone you buy, the newer phones have better cameras. Usually, they have a better storage, and they'll last you longer because the older one will eventually. They're older; they just don't work as well later on.
Well, that
These
and now the 2G phones won't even work. And I think they're working on the 3G phones to not work.
Yeah, these are both 5G. You gotta have 5G.
I got a 5G phone, but it only cost me $80. I think that's a good deal.
You got one with a camera.
Oh, so that's what Rider Adventure looks like.
What did I get, Larry?
Hey, Ryder.
Huh?
What'd you say? I got one with a what camera?
I said you may have one that the camera's not been improved.
My cameras are great.
The camera production, the resolution.
Didn't we meet, Rider Adventure? Didn't we meet already? Were you with your mom when we met
Larry,
that time?
My phone's only a year old, so the cameras are pretty up to date.
Well, if they're only a year old, how you getting them for $80? Because you're not getting a year-old S21 for $80.
No,
I didn't buy the best phone, Larry. But my point is Do you really have to have the best phone? I got a very good
I
phone.
gotta have the best camera I can get from my YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yes.
And the best and the biggest amount of memory.
Yeah, that's right. You got to have
you
some
can always
memory.
add
large,
memory.
you need large
Mine,
memory.
A lot of them you
Good.
can't. Nowadays,
What?
a lot of them you can't
Yeah,
add memory.
Is that Donkey Kong that you're playing there, Retro? Is that Donkey Kong?
Yep.
I can add a memory chip to my phone.
You can yours, and I can mine.
Right.
A lot of the newer ones you can't.
Level 4. Level 4.
Oh, that's great, man.
I can take an adapter. I just got to learn how to do it and download my stuff to my computer off my phone.
Oh,
And bip,
basically,
bip.
Larry, all you have
Anybody
to
can
do is
do
take
that.
your power cord, plug it in your phone, plug it in a USB port on your
Yeah,
computer.
but see, I want to put it on a separate hard drive.
Okay.
Anybody, Larry, you can still do that through your
I know you
computer.
can do it. I don't know how to do it.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
you
say-
just plug in an external hard drive to your USB port.
Yeah, but then I gotta, like I said, I gotta.
You plug the power
Remember,
cord into your
you're
phone,
low tech. I'm no tech.
Larry. Well, I'm high tech, so let me tell
It's
you.
plug and play, dude.
Just plug
You
your.
don't have to do anything. Just plug it in.
Plug the other end in the USB port on your computer. Go to your Explorer and browse till you find the phone.
And if I got to tell you,
and if you got an external hard drive plugged in, you just copy stuff like that.
The cameras on my phone are not that bad of a camera, and
No, a lot of cameras on the order.
Well, you don't need a fancy camera. I think Edward's making a good point, and that you don't need a fancy camera in order to be a YouTube superstar. Not you, Ed. You wouldn't need one. I mean,
you really don't.
No.
I'm
right? Is that right, Jack? Hey, Jack, you're a YouTube superstar. Do you need a fancy phone?
I just kept my battery screen in the Galaxy S9 here.
Yeah.
I don't need
Galaxy S9?
Yep.
Is that 5G?
4G.
Eventually, the 4G is not going to be supported. But as long as it's supported,
they're already working on doing away with. They've done away with 2G.
Oh, they've done away with 3G already.
Away with 3G.
But there's still 3G.
4G is what they're working on getting rid of, and there's some talk that 5G may go by the roadside.
Yeah, but
you're
talking about having you're talking about having the ultimate camera, and my point is, it's not that much.
I don't have the ultimate camera. There's phones out there that cost a lot more than mine that have even better cameras. I don't have.
Larry, there aren't really many that have better cameras than what you have. The 22 and the 23 have a really good
camera,
but
and they talk about, I guess, the Pixel.
Yeah,
Pixel's supposed to have a good camera.
Pixels you got, right?
So
there
are some cameras out there, phones with better cameras.
Megapixels.
I'm just not spending that kind of money.
Level 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're not going to buy the ultimate camera, then your camera ain't that much better than mine, if any.
I'm sure it's better than yours, but not.
How many megapixels yours have?
I'm not worried.
I don't know. I don't have my stuff in front of me. My son has it, and he's sleeping. I can get all that for you, though, Leonard. My son is really good with this stuff.
There we go.
And when we went shopping, we shopped for the cameras, the features, the this, to that. And I think I want to say I'm like 12 or 13 megapixel or better, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Even if you're 16 megapixels, that's a very cheap phone. Because my Galaxy S8 has got.
I'm flying through this, Dan.
You got yourself you are, man. You're doing good. Thanks for sharing that with us, Retro. Hey, Tim, an A73.
20 megapixels.
You have camera stabilization on it?
To quote that. I'll have to ask my son and look up the specs.
Hey, wait, I want to ask Tim something. Tim, if you're still there. Tim, let me ask you a question. Are you using that for your videos? Because I think you can get an A73 pretty cheap right now.
That's still a fairly expensive phone.
Is it?
The A series is less than the S series,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mhm.
the 73.
I'm just looking for Tim. I'm looking for an S10. If you find an S10 for me, hook it up, okay?
You know how old
Very
that
good.
is?
Level 7.
What?
The S10.
Yeah, but that's one of the recommended ones for YouTube for used cameras, used camera, used phone with a great camera.
Well, it is that, but
Yeah.
Mine's
That's
a
nice.
Google phone, and Google phone was
You have a
supposedly a better
you have a
phone or
Pixel
something.
phone, one of those Pixel phones,
I'm not sure what the pixels are on it. Pixels are
Pixel 6 or
refer to the
Pixel
camera,
7,
Pixel is
something
Pixel
like
the
5.
that.
Pixel is the model of
You
the
know what? They were fine. They were fine phones.
I
they
think I
were
got a Google 5, but I don't want to quote that because, like I said, I'm not exactly sure.
Hey, can I buy it off you?
Oh man.
I'm on it right now.
Oh, because that Google 5, that'll do just fine. That's just fine for YouTube. And plus, I already have a cloned Google phone number, and so I would be able to use that phone as a global phone all over the world because it's they
I
already
got
cloned
this.
the phone number.
I got this on eBay for $80, and the guy they're on there all the time. My
Ah,
son,
look at that! Look at that!
Ed, you got
What level are you on, Retro? What level are you on?
what was that?
you
Ah, man, he's playing. Retro's playing Donkey Kong.
I
What
was
was that,
on level
Leonard?
7.
you got to realize you get what you pay for, especially in electronics.
Yep.
Well, I'm buying a used. Like
You,
I know, I
you know what,
understand
Tim?
what you're
I gotta,
saying.
You're paying no,
I
You
gotta
get
take
one of
issue with Tim.
Man,
paying
stop.
$80.
Hey,
You're paying 80
hold the
bucks.
phone.
You're paying
Hold the phone. How'd you like the way I said that, guys? Hold the phone. Tim, are you kidding me? I thought I saw that you were doing those. I had no idea that you were gonna go. You were gonna go. You were gonna go down to the walking street and do video shorts. That is a fabulous idea. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look at them.
Yeah, I'll check them out too, Tim.
I'll be on the walking street in a couple of weeks. Hope we get a hookup. Maybe that's a great idea for me to do one or two shorts there. Oh, thank you. There you go. Now he's doing Pitfall. Dang, you know how to enjoy life, Retro. You know how to enjoy
Well,
life.
that's
Make
why
sure
he
you bring
started
your wife
saying
with you when you go down walking
it's
I
old
am
refurbished
dull
stuff.
at Pitbull.
Hang on a minute. Well, my phone's middle of the road.
Guess what time it is, bros?
It's not the best. It's not the worst.
No, it's
Guess what time it is, Passport Bros?
It's time for Lazy Larry Lee to take us out.
It's Danny Duncan time. It's Danny Duncan time.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the conversations that we've had because they've ranged quite a bit. We want to thank our host, Dan.
Leonard, I'll
And I'd
catch
like
you
to thank
on
my
the
co-host.
flip
And
when
remember
we get
now
out of here.
to take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and we hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye, everyone. Have fun.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for your
Good
time for
morning.
being here. Oh, man,
Minnie, how are
Minnie.
you?
Don't forget me. Good morning.
It's hello and goodbye, man, Minnie. It's
Take care,
hello.
guys.
Take care,
All right,
everybody. It's
everyone. I'll
hello
take
and
off now.
goodbye.
Take
I'm
care,
out.
everybody.